Louisiana coast back in 2002, and it was a remarkably strange hurricane in that at one point it was roaring up the Gulf at a Category 4, and within the space of 13 hours it became Category 1. So, I mean, that kind of decrease in power and so on gets everybody's attention, you know, and you know, the emergency responders have a huge problem with that. How do you make a decision about who should be evacuated, when they should be evacuated, when you have those kinds of changes? It's very problematic. And now there's where you have a lack of data in actually measured information about hurricanes.
On your computer is a hard drive. I'm guessing you got several hundred gigabytes. To a meteorologist, that's a flash drive. We'll fill that up in a matter of seconds, all right? My interest in meteorology, or simulational meteorology, I install and use weather forecast models, numerical weather prediction models, that give out hundreds of gigabytes of data every time they run. And what meteorologists do right now is look at two-dimensional maps, because they do exactly what you're doing. They stare at a computer screen. And a computer screen is not the real world. There are hundreds of private meteorology companies that specialize in forecasts for certain people. So if they want a specific product for their own use, we can do that for them. How do you analyze huge data sets? If you look at the Weather Channel and you see all these people on TV getting paid huge amounts of money to be talking heads, and they're pointing over here we have a cold front, over here we have a warm front. What you don't see are the dozens of people behind the scenes rapidly trying to make forecasts to give to these people, all right? The people behind the scenes may not be as pretty. They don't get paid as much. They're like me, right? They just sit there in their chair doing the dirty work. Those are the people we're trying to help. You can give a better forecast, and you can get home earlier. Nobody likes to spend 8 hours a day staring at a computer screen. Where do airplanes fly? 30,000 feet? Meteorologists don't even look at that level. So you talk to your pilot, say, hey, did you look at the weather today to see what our flight's going to be like? Oh, yeah, sure. No, you didn't. Nobody did. We take out this entire volume and we don't even look at it. So there's a lot going on that we just cannot measure, that we don't see. And that's what this product can do, this product. It can take all this simulated data. We take pilot reports, we take balloon launches, radar, satellite, we put it in the models, we run the models to get the best output that we can, and then we have to view it. Then we have to analyze it and interpret it. Massive tornado outbreak. Imagine 330 mile an hour winds over 1.5 miles wide, 40 miles long. Did they predict the tornadoes? Yes. Did they predict exactly where it was going to occur? No, because they could not see the whole atmosphere at once.
So what makes us think that we have enough horsepower on laptops, desktops, other computers to look at this enormous amount of data? So when you see a game on your PC or Xbox, or when you go to some of the latest movies and see a lot of the special effects going on, they have got some kind of a concept, like if it's a fire raging in front of someone, and they have converted that into some kind of a geometric primitive, and they have rendered that with current techniques. Now, scientific visualization is an area of computer science that's going to use that kind of technique specifically associated with scientific data. Thinking about the correlation between scientific visualization, medical imaging, the ability of GPUs and so on, that made us think, you know what, it may be that we could in fact apply some technology to an enormous amount of data.
This product, METVIS, will allow you to look at the data in its full 3 and 4 dimensions to give you a better idea of what's going to happen. So you're part of the market.
So where are we? We have some ideas. We have put together a block diagram of the software that we're going to do, and we are actually now in process of getting started developing the software and putting that all together. Nonetheless,